So Wiz got a new project coming out. I read the little article about it. It's basically coming out, like, I'm guessing next year or some shit, and it's supposed to be an album. And this nigga basically is putting out an album full of unheard music. Shout out to Sever the Bond. He talked about it as well, So I had to go look it up and read about it, and actually it was actually on my Facebook. You know what I mean? Some publication posted it and shit, and I was like, wow, this shit is wild, man. Like, I don't know what to think about that. Am I a Wiz fan? Of course. Still think Rolling Papers is his best work, in my personal opinion. I did like his second album. I thought ONIFC was dope. Black Hollywood was cool. You know what I mean? I ain't have a problem with it. But, I mean, to just release a project with just all fucking unheard music, like, who the fuck does that? I mean, damn. I mean, like Sever said, man, you didn't have to motherfucking tell people that. You feel me? You should have just released it. Even though we waiting for Rolling Papers 2, which I think it ain't gonna live up to the first one. I just think that was a moment that Wiz had at that point in time. I don't think he can recreate that magic again like that, because I mean, he hit the nail right on the head with the commercialization of that album. How it was just so commercial, it just fit. You know what I mean? He mixed what he had and what he was doing with what was going on, and like, definitely that album fit at that time. I think even MTV still had URL around. I do believe, but MTV still had video channels, and most of them songs fit on that shit. And I was like, wow, it's dope. I got a couple joints on there I do like. I like the whole body of work, but it's a couple favorites on there. But I I mean, I don't know. I could say I'm intrigued to see, you know, what songs he will have on this project. Like, during what recording process was this? Was it during your album process, or was it during the mixtape circuit? Because if it's during the mixtape circuit, I really don't care. You know what I mean? I can care less. But if it's during the album process, that when you working on Rolling Paper 2 and it's just leftover joints, I think that's cool. But we seen how that worked with Kid Cudi. Just did that. A lot of artists have done that, released uh, music to where it's unheard, unreleased music, and it's good. But then at the end of the day, it's kind of like gypping your fans, because if you don't really have nothing to put out as far as the album wise, then shit, go do another mixtape or something. You know what I mean? Or an EP, like, do it like that. I think that would have been fair. Like, drop an EP, throw it on iTunes. Don't really put it in stores. Just, something to hold the fans over until you release Rolling Papers 2. But I mean, that's him. That's his life. That's his catalog. It's his music. He can do what he wants. But I'm intrigued. But then again, I still think it's a slap in the face to his fans that's been there since day one. You know what I mean? I don't think they want to hear unreleased music. I think they want to hear new, original, dope music from Wiz. But we just got to see what's gonna happen from this point on. And yeah, that's just my take on it. You dig? I was like, wow, I ain't gonna talk about it. But then I was like, I like Wiz. It is what it is. I'm glad motherfuckers stopped saying I look like that nigga. That shit get on my motherfucking nerves. For real, y'all have no idea. But if y'all heard about this, what y'all thinking? Yeah, I'm out. One. Oh, hold on. What do you think he should do? Should he really drop this project, or wait and just drop Rolling Papers 2?